at the bait, but wait. The mainframe, loosen up. Sometimes I need a vacate, medicine, hydrate.
From Las Vegas, Nevada. Prime time edition of the NFL.
What's happening? Let's get it popping. Let's send this out. This is for BC4, BC3.
We'll see Derek Carr
This is
and the
BC4.
Las Vegas Raiders. The LA Chargers.
EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to Las Vegas, Nevada. The atmosphere here electric. No matter the venue, the home folks love their silver and black. They are fired up as their Raiders get set to face off with the Los Angeles Chargers. Hi again, everyone. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gordon. And Charles, we look at the Raiders here entering play.
Let's go, baby. Let's go.
This is their last time out, so they'll look to make amends here.
And one of the best ways you can do that is to be at home, and they are. They're going to try and ride that home crowd and that wave of emotion to a victory in this one.
Meanwhile, for our visitors, the Chargers, they've been cooking these last couple months. Winners of 7 of their last 8 games.
And if you extrapolate that out to a full season, they'd be 14-2. And anyone in the NFL today would sign up for that.
The Raiders set to go to work behind their veteran quarterback, and that's Derek Carr.
And what I loved about meeting with him before the game was talking to a guy who takes ownership of his performance. 2 touchdowns, 2 interceptions last week, but all he focused on was the loss, okay? And he did say, if I change my stats a little bit, not necessarily for me to look better, but that'll help my team.
First rep of the game for Josh Jacobs. And he stopped immediately there. Call it no gain on the game's first play. And it's 2nd down now.
I would think as a play call, you want to look for some quick hitters to your tight end. Any type of a route to replace where that linebacker was. Because when you saw the speed with which he reacted and stuffed that play, maybe use that speed against him in the future.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. Working from the gun, it's Carr. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on, 3rd down.
Brings up a 3rd down and 10 yards to go.
Throwing his Carr on 3rd down.
Good job.
There's been a little bit of frustration there. Back-to-back incompletions. Receivers blanketed on both attempts, this time on 3rd down.
They punted 3 times in the loss last week as he sends this one away. The return is Reed. It's a return of 4 following a 42-yard punt. And it'll be Charger football here as they take over. Chargers offense set to go to work, leading that offense, the rookie from Oregon who was drafted number 6 overall, Justin Herbert.
I'm absolutely eager to watch him play in this game because here we are, week 15. Not a lot of games left down the stretch. But will he get outside of himself trying to make huge plays in order to try and win an MVP? Because he's not in the #1 spot right now.
No, he's not. I think everyone consensus thinks that way. You hope he doesn't get outside of himself right now, though, because that could really get their offense out of sync. And it's been in sync most of this year. This drive starting off on the right foot, 18 yards. But one unit I know you want to watch is that offensive line. If they keep clearing holes like that, it could be a long night defensively.
No doubt about it, because when they are in sync, as we're seeing so far, when that continuity is there and you can see that they're playing off of each other while controlling the defensive front and linebackers, you're exactly right. It could be a very long night for the defense because someone's going to run for some big yardage.
They will get 4 yards here on the first down run, and that'll make it 2nd and 6.
Defensively here, you're facing a top 5 team in terms of points scored in the NFL. So when they're that high-powered, you've got to find a way to hold them under 20. Because to me, that's the magic number. 20-point score gives yourself you give yourself your best chance to win.
So if they're up around 24, 28, 30, they could be in some trouble.
I think so, because then you turn into a shootout, and that means your offense has to keep pace.
So a decent gain, but all for naught on the penalty.
It's too bad, isn't it? They were feeling pretty good about it. The only people celebrating, the guys who just gave up that play.
Now they face a 2nd and long following the holding penalty. And now whistles here and a flag down. Looked like someone got going a little early.
Offense.
And maybe they were coming with a blitz that time, and it caused a jump.
I think if we saw it, you know that they saw it. Might have been a little discussion down there. Bad guys coming. Pick them up. Pick them up. And someone jumped.
Here's Herbert now on 2nd down. Hunter Henry brings it in. And he'll be brought down at the 48-yard line. That's a gain of 11. Would have been a first down if not for that penalty moments ago. And they'll need the 39 here for a first. This is 3rd down. A shotgun snap for Herbert. Open man, it's Allen. And he'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. 27 yards there on a very nice 3rd down conversion. That's the number 2 receiver in the NFL in terms of yardage. And tell you what, a few more plays like that, he won't be number 2 for long.
Well, that's what often happens when you have competitors running around the field. These guys know where they stand in relationship to yardage, totals, numbers, the whole deal. And let's face it, all of them, they all want to be number 1.
Here's the first carry for Northwestern's Justin Jackson. And he's got 4 down inside the 20 to the 18. Now it looks like we've got a Raider here, slow to get up. We'll take a break and get a report from Vegas after
Hey, welcome. The like a subscribe button, baby.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. A first carry for the former Falcon, Tevin Coleman. And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5. The pickup goes for 13 and sets him up 1st and goal.
I hope we give enough respect to the big guys up front because they have been getting it done on this drive. The holes have been large, and they've been barreling through them, picking up first downs.
Here we go now on 1st and goal. Now Herbert gives this one to Kelly. And the hole closes quickly here. He can fight only to about the 4. Only a yard that time, 2nd and goal. Be interesting to see now what they do offensively down near the goal line after not much there that time.
As the offensive play caller, that may change your sequence now. Instead of...
Got a man, it's Allen.
Good job, Allen. Good job, baby.
Touchdown.
Number 13, Keenan Allen.
Keenan Allen, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Chargers have taken a first-quarter lead. I'll let you do the analysis, partner, but with every touchdown pass this young quarterback throws and with the success that his team has had, I just continue to be more and more impressed.
Let's both do the analysis. Impressed. Aren't we both?
Yeah.
I mean, and why shouldn't we be? We've seen him improve throughout the year. We've seen him settle in now, and you can see the confidence of the team has grown. His confidence has grown. I think that everyone around this guy feels good about what they've seen, and it's also safe for him when he's driving home to turn on Sports Talk Radio. He's okay.
I might say thank you for tuning in too. I appreciate that. You can be looking at somebody else or looking at something else. So thank you for watching.
field.
Love all my spectators.
And it'll come out to the 25 as he will not attempt to return. Second drive of the game coming up for this Las Vegas offense. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. They'll begin on the ground with Jacobs. And he'll wind up with about 6 up past the 30 to the 31.
Jacobs, the ball carrier.
A check on Jacobs from a week ago. 17 carries, 89 yards.
And now they've played a Thursday night game short week. You know, he spent a lot of time in the trainer's room in the cold tub trying to get his legs back for this game.
They'll come up now 2nd and 4 from the 31. Shotgun now for Carr. Got his man. It's Tyrell Williams. Taken down before they work it across midfield. A gain there of 21 yards. Tyrell Williams, now a member of the Raiders, but he began his career with these Chargers. He spent 4 years with the Bolts. His best season came in 2016. That was the year that Keenan Allen went down in the opener with a knee injury. And Williams that year wound up with 69 catches for over 1,000 yards. So from Charger territory now, here's a 1st and 10 at the 48-yard line. From the gun, it's Carr. Got a man open. It's Darren Waller. They're going to work this to the 24 before it's all said and done. That's now a pair of explosive plays in succession, both north of 20 yards.
Well, I think when they look at their offense, they think to themselves, weapons everywhere, and they want to move the ball around. They want to spread it to different people, but you absolutely know they want to get this man involved as well, and that's what they just did.
I got to remember him. That fucking tight end ain't no joke. He tried to kill me the last time. All right. Okay.
On 1st down, Carr. A short one here secured by the tight end Waller. And he's going to be taken down with a marker on the field. Usually see those guys out wide get called for holding on running plays here, passing play.
Yeah, sometimes you get this quick screen, bubble screen, anything where they're having to block for their fellow receiver, usually at the point of attack, and this time he got caught.
And he'll go down right on the edge of the red zone following a pickup of about 7 or 8.
Down at the 20-yard.
That's a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the...
Good job, baby. Way to go. Way to go.
By Joey Bosa. A loss of 9.
They just gave up a sack there, and if I'm not mistaken, they gave up 4 last week, didn't they?
Yes. And just looking really porous, aren't they?
They really are, and I'm wondering if they're going to have to start thinking about keeping the tight end in, maybe a back, someone to help assist, because right now, their quarterback's been getting hit a lot in the last couple of games.
Carr and the Raiders following the sack, looking up at a 3rd and long. From the gun, Carr. He finds Aguilar over the middle.
Good job. Good job.
And he'll get this to the 23,
hold him
but
the
that'll be
first.
well
Way to
short
hold
of
him the
what he
first.
needed. The completion good for only 6, and that'll bring up 4th.
One of the money routes for any offense, the drag route. So tough to defend because the receiver can stop at any point and make himself available to the quarterback and get a completion. But I love the communication we saw there. All the defenders pointing out the receiver, where he was going, and then they're able to rally to the ball after the catch and stop him short of a 1st down.
Fourth down, and on comes the Raider kicker, Daniel Carlson. From the right hash, this from an even 40 yards out. Carlson able to put this one, but hold everything here. They might have hit the kicker, and if they did, that'll be a 1st down. So they elect to decline it.
And why not? Just go ahead and let the play stand, and
Thank
they'll
you.
take that.
God, Jesus. That dude pushed me into the kicker.
after the made field goal. Carlson now sets up to kick this away. And they'll get him down right around the 25, actually the 26 officially, so a net gain of 1 there.
26-yard line.
Heading back out, the Chargers offense. We get a peek at the playoff picture of the AFC. And it's right about this time of the year that you start to say this is when the cream rises to the top. Week 15, 3 weeks left to go, but still plenty to be determined.
It certainly is, because we all know everyone is aiming for that #1 seed. But failing that, because only 2 teams in the NFL get a bye, 1 from each conference, that question becomes who's hot? Who's peaking at the right time as you start the playoffs?
And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. They may want to go back to that one. First play of the drive, good for 15 and a first down.
Usually we see runs like this as the defense breaks down later in the game, but this guy is setting the tone early, running through all types of tackles and putting the defense back on its heels.
One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. They'll fake the handoff. Now Herbert. He's going to look for it. It's caught inside the 25. And he's in for a Charger touchdown. Keenan Allen with his 2nd TD of the game, his 6th on the year. And the Chargers get the quick strike touchdown.
Hey, we kicking ass, coach. We kicking ass,
It
baby.
won't surprise you to find out that this team leads the league in scoring. They've been a quick strike team all season
Hey,
long.
that's all right, man. I'm glad to see you alive, man. I'm glad to see you all right.
Right now, he can write his ticket towards being a head coach. He's advanced in the ways of offense.
Badgley on for the extra point. And this one's right through to make it a 14-3 ball game. The long touchdown pass gets him 6 on a very, very tidy 2-play drive that time.
Michael Badgley to kick off for the Chargers.
Following the touchdown, Badgley out there to kick it away. Fielded near the back of the end zone. And he'll just sit on this one as their drive will start at the 25.
25-yard line.
The Raider offense heading out as we take a look at the playoff race in the AFC. And as we take a look at the playoff picture, certainly still a lot of jostling to go in these final few weeks. For the moment, they would be a wild card team, far from locked up, but that's why this is exciting. These last few weeks, a lot to play for.
So much to play for, and remember, 7 teams in each conference go to the playoffs instead of 6. And not to mention, remember when the league made that move a few seasons ago to put divisional games at the end of the year? So you get to week 16 and 17, you're playing for playoff spots, and you're playing divisional games. Couldn't be more exciting than that.
Now the throw left sideline here is complete. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. It's a first down on a gain of 10. Charles, Thursday night game, I think a lot of teams probably say shrink the playbook somewhat. Is that correct?
I think you're right about that, because you just don't have the amount of time that you have in a normal week to put in a full playbook. So as you said, you shrink the playbook, pick out the plays that work best for you. And you know what else you're looking for? Who are the freshest guys coming off the last game to play on a Thursday night? Guys have a little extra pep in their step. You go to them early and often.
It's caught.
Oh, got
Great yardage here.
Oh,
Deep
man.
into Los Angeles territory. Sometimes the one-handed catches are unnecessary, but he was trying to ward off the defender with the other, so maybe that was just a good play.
So that tells you that not only do they imagine those types of catches, they actually work on them with defenders jostling them in order to keep their concentration and haul it in.
He's not hit the ball or nothing.
So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on first down. Carr going to give it to Jacobs. And he'll get about 3 as he's taken down at the 14-yard line.
We've called a lot of games, but we don't normally talk about inside linebackers being that fleet of foot, do we?
No, he was able to get outside there to make that play.
Yeah, and you know what makes them faster? Their ability to read plays, understand what offenses are trying to do, and put themselves in proper position.
As he stopped right around the 13. Keep in mind, if you're thinking of staying on the ground, this is a top 5 rush defense.
Yeah, but I don't think you shy away totally with the run. At least show them the hint of a run before you decide to throw the football.
Yeah.
On 3rd down, Carr. And he couldn't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. Great mix of play calling so far. 3 runs, 3 passes. All 3 passes have been completions. 1st and goal.
I think on defense now, you have to almost take a chance. Rely on your scouting. Pick a play you think they would run here, and just load up for it and see what happens.
Oh, that's some BS. That's some bullshit ass catch. Man.
1st and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. They'll run it with Jacobs, and this one will wind up with him losing yardage. Back to the 4-yard line. Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up 2nd down.
Well, that play's not going to go in their highlight reel at the end
Good
of the
job.
season.
Good
but the
job,
only
baby.
benefit to the offense, maybe a little more space if they want to throw the football now after taking that loss.
Sit.
From back at the 4, here's 2nd and goal. One more time with Jacobs. And a nice job to break free of 1 tackle, but it slowed his momentum somewhat, and he's taken down right after. It's a gain of 1 yard, and it'll take us to the end of the 1st quarter. After 1, a 14-3 ball game. This Charger defense continuing to hold the line. Now it's a 3rd and goal situation. They'll run with Jacobs. And he'll get a bit closer as he's down to the 2-yard line.
Way to stand him up, baby.
A yard there, so it brings up 4th and goal. Defense didn't budge on 3rd down. Now what are we going to see on 4th?
We are soon to find out, but does this feel like old school football or what, right?
Yeah.
This is an old-fashioned goal line stand. I know what I would call on offense. I would go for it. And I want some type of a play where my quarterback has a chance to run it or throw it. I don't just want one static play.
Can this defense hold them out? Here we go now. 4th and goal from the 2. They go with Jacobs. And he is in. Touchdown, Raiders. Josh Jacobs, his 11th touchdown of the year. And the Raiders are back within a score. Well, there was no secret there. They were in goal line formation. They wanted to pound it in on 4th and goal, and they did just that.
And how about the challenge? That's a challenge to the offensive line.
Like
lineman yet that doesn't want to run the ball more than throw it.
all of a sudden fall down.
Really smack someone, and boy, they got it done. I'm sure they were encouraging him on the sideline. Let's go, and let's run the ball as well. And they put it in for... Six.
Now for the extra point, Daniel Carlson. And he's got it. That cuts the lead. It's now 14-10. So the drive goes 75 yards, 10 plays. And it was capped off by a touchdown run from Josh Jacobs. Daniel following the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Carlson. Taken in at the 3. And not much happening on the return as he'll get this to about the 23.
At their own 23-yard line.
And as this offense makes their way back out, it's AFC playoff race time as we give you a look. There have been points on the board. We just saw back-to-back touchdown drives. I love it. I'm high-fiving our statistician, Christian McLeod, and you're angry. You're a defensive guy.
If you met one of my defensive coordinators, God rest his soul, I'm surprised he isn't in this booth right now wanting to really take you on. This is not football the way he sees it. He wants a good old-fashioned kicking game, defense, field position, and we're getting an up-and-down the field game here.
I'll take him. Where's his tombstone?
Boot Hill, baby.
The floor is cool.
Good teammates right here, and what I mean by that is possess the ball
cool.
for a while. Get at least
The floor is cool.
downs. Give their defense a chance to settle down a little bit after they give up a touchdown.
So 2nd and 8 here
Body
after the
temperature
pass
top of the
play
floor
for
is
2
cool.
yards on first down. Coleman. And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27. Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
And the Raiders call on a nickel set for 3rd down.
Okay, get out.
Out of the gun, Herbert. He's got a man open. That's Allen. And he is going to have the Chargers first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. He went over 100 yards in the wild card round. He's over 100 here as well. And a first down. So in the second quarter, he's already up over 100 yards receiving now.
And isn't 100 the magic number for a really good game for a receiver? So you got a chance to really shatter that and have a profound effect on this game.
They run on first down with Jackson. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. 12 more yards there and another first down.
Partner, if you want more carries, I think we saw how you get them. Showed that he's got the fresh legs, and he picked up the first down on that run. Don't just ask for them. Show them that you're supposed to get the football.
So here's a 1st and 10 now in Raider territory at the 47. Now Jackson. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down.
Certainly a nice job there by the defense rallying to the football and getting him on the ground, but I think the play gets made by the defensive front because if they can't get upfield, their job is to go ahead and get low, almost get into a ball sometimes, stack things up, and make it difficult for the runner to find a hole.
And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. 16 yards, a first down.
You don't always expect tight ends to be big in terms of run after the catch, but after that play, he joins a growing band of players that's putting that stereotype right on its ear.
Get your ass down.
first down. Justin Herbert. They'll set up the screen here to Justin Jackson. And that play is blown up, losing yardage back at the 35. A completion, yes, but certainly not what they wanted. A loss of a full 6 yards. Got to give some credit there defensively. They snuffed out that screen early on first down.
Really read it well, didn't they? Because they didn't bring the pressure that they expected. They covered all the passing lanes. So once you see it break down as the passer, I think in this situation, you're throwing it at the feet of your back to make sure no one picks it off, or you throw it away, throw it over the sideline. Don't try and freelance and try and make a bigger play. There's really no one else running a pattern that should be open.
So they had the big loss on that first down pass play and facing a 2nd and long. Now Herbert off the bootleg. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down. A long way to go here on 3rd down for the 8th play of the drive. Play action this time for Justin Herbert. Got a man over the middle, and it's complete. And they do get him down, but not before he's able to slip it inside the 5-yard line.
A very nice job right there, working the middle of the field, able to create some separation, and then utilize it to not just make the catch, but turn upfield once he got the ball in his hands.
Looking good. They be looking good.
On drives 1 and 2, and now they're trying to make it a perfect 3 for 3 to start. They run with Jackson out of the gun, and he's in for a Charger touchdown. Justin Jackson with touchdown number 7 on the year, and the Chargers find a way to stretch their lead. So simple math here in the first half. They've had 3 drives offensively, and they have scored every time, and they've got the lead.
Well, whenever we talk about adjustments, we usually talk about an offense making adjustments, right? This is all about the defense. They've got to figure out some way, somehow to slow them down. Do they blitz a little bit more? Do they play more zone coverage? Right now, they don't know where to go because they're hitting them in every direction.
Extra point by Badgley, up and good. And that makes it a 21-10 game.
Mike Badgley to kick off for the Chargers.
Following the touchdown, Badgley out there to kick it away. Fielded near the back of the end zone. And he'll just take a seat, and the drive will begin at the 25-yard line.
25-yard line.
The Vegas offense ready for their next possession. And they'll be looking to build off of a nice drive last time, a drive that really relied on the quarterback.
Making good decisions, distributing the ball well, distributing it accurately, keeping it away from danger. A really nicely run drive.
But now the defense, what adjustments do they need to make in the passing game?
Pass rush, pass rush, pass rush. Whether it's the guys up front or maybe you bring additional guys, but you've got to disrupt the timing of them throwing the football.
We'll see if they can disrupt it here. That catch good for only a couple.
They'd love to just strike back with a touchdown right here, and if it's a long play, so be it. But the main goal, get a couple of first downs, run some plays, run some clock, allow their defense to get a chance to catch their breath, settle down, and relax a little bit after they just gave up a score.
They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line. Running is Jacobs. And pushes way forward to about the 32. It'll be a gain of 5, but still about 3 yards shy of the first down marker, and now it's 3rd down.
So if you've been playing defense in this one, there's a little bit of the good and some bad, because they did give up the touchdown run to him earlier, but shut him down otherwise.
Outside of that, you're exactly right. I would say they've contained him very well. The Raiders on 3rd down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. This time it's 3rd and 3. And he won't be close to a first down as he
Good
runs
job, baby.
right around the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there. A nice job defensively. And it likely forces a punt situation on fourth. Here's A.J. Cole now as he'll kick it away for the second time. They'll call that a 33-yard punt with no return. And out will come the offense as they take over. And we spotlight Keenan Allen as he gets set to go back to work. And anytime a receiver's over 100 yards like he is, maybe the D coordinator scratching his head a little bit. If you're the D coordinator, what are you doing? Whatever he's not doing.
That's the best way to put it. But you have to treat him like the hot shooter in basketball, the guy that's just not missing. You run enough people at him to make him give up the ball in basketball. In this case, you've got to cover him with enough people that they throw the ball to someone else and make them beat you.
And the drive starts with a handoff to Coleman. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. The drive starting with a first down, 11 yards on that pickup. Well, CD, a lot of times like to separate speed and quickness, and they've got a back that's both. We know that he's fast in the open field, but, man, his first step is so quick, too.
It is something, isn't it? Because you think of that type of speed getting to the perimeter and turning upfield, but also when you run those inside runs, he can get into the secondary so fast the linebackers don't have a chance to react.
On the jet sweep, this is Johnson. And he'll lose yardage here. Back at the 41. 2 yards the loss, second and 12. That's the danger, Charles, of running plays like this for your wide receiver. They can hit big or they can be duds.
Yeah, you're exactly right about that, because if they're forced to try and go around defenders behind the line of scrimmage, sometimes you can give yardage in order to gain it. But in this case, they gave yardage and didn't get it back.
Second and 12. Herbert now looking for Allen. He's got him on the slant.
Oh, caught me.
Getting this inside the 25.
Oh, damn.
The catch and run covering 34 yards. But one thing's for sure, they're going to have to come up with something at halftime because he is absolutely roasting them right now.
They're going to go through the whole litany of things, changing coverages, what are we going to do to put a man on him? The big thing to me is treat it like a good pitcher treats pitching a game. Change your timing, change your location. So sometimes you're up on him, sometimes you're back. Just change up the looks that he sees and make him just a little bit more hesitant.
They'll run on first down. It's Kellen, and he is brought down at the 22 after a gain of 2, and it brings up second down.
There on the tackle.
The last run good for 2. Here's second and 8.
That play reminded me a lot of a former teammate of mine. We used to call him the trash man. His ability to sift through traffic and make plays was uncanny.
And that's exactly what you want from your Mike linebacker.
Well, they're unable to convert that into much, but it's never a bad idea to try to get the ball into a tight end of his caliber's hands and see what kind of disruption he can cause.
The Chargers on third down. A perfect 3 for 3 as they look to keep that streak going. Here it's 3rd and 3. They'll try and run for it here. It's Coleman. And they'll get him down about 3 yards short of the first. Only a yard in the
Right here.
It's going to leave them with a 4th down.
Don't forget knowing where the first down line was. This defense created their own line of scrimmage. They won every battle up front. And a lot of times that is one-on-one. If you win your one-on-ones enough times, your defense is going to be pretty good. They had more people to the football and snuffed out the play.
Yeah, I know that. That's what I'm going to do. We go through it.
2 minutes
You need to take over. That's what I'm going for, baby.
football. go back to Orlando to check in with Jonathan Coachman. He'll have a look back at our first half as well as a look ahead to what's coming up. And this is he's got
First
a
down.
touchdown.
You want to put nobody on, you know that. What happens when you leave them open like
A
that?
monster game.
Exploded.
3 first-half touchdowns. And the
Exploded, baby.
Chargers are going to add on to their
Good
lead.
job.
There was a lot of zip on that pass, and baseball might have called that a frozen rope.
I like it when you bring the diamond into the game. I'm going back to the gridiron. Had some heat on that bad boy. Sometimes you throw a touchdown pass, and sometimes
You throw, what, a touchdown strike?
there you go. That's my man in concert.
Extra point by Badgley, up and good. And the lead is up to 18 now.
Michael Badgley to kick off for the Chargers.
Following the touchdown, Badgley out there to kick it away. Fielded near the back of the end zone. And this will not be returned. It'll come out to the 25.
25-yard line.
Nelson Aguilar and company getting set to go again on offense now. You would have to think they're going to make it more of a priority to get him the football. You're losing here in the second quarter, and he's been really quiet.
I think all we have to do, and it's too bad we can't actually see the actual play sheet now from the coordinator, because he's looking down at that and saying, okay, do I put him in different spots? Do I try and isolate him? What routes do I run? You're exactly right. They've got to get the ball in his hands and get their offense kick-started.
He does have the 2 catches, but pretty quiet so far. Throwing on first down is Carr. Looking sideline, incomplete.
To this point, I've been impressed with the work defensively. They have not allowed a lot of receivers to run free. And there's another example, another incompletion.
Carr again here on 2nd and 10. He'll get this underneath to Jacobs. He'll be dropped after a gain of about 6 across the 30 to the 31. They get 6. That'll leave him with 3rd and 4. Got his man complete over the middle. It's Jacobs. And he is going to have the Raiders first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. And he's got it. Got his man on the end route. Complete. Now you've got to hustle your guys to the line and get them set. Over the middle, complete. It's Jacobs. The Raiders going to use one of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. From midfield, here's Carr. He's got a man open. It's Hunter Renfrow. Now the Raiders going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in half number 1. First and 10 here, and you know, if they could just get 3 out of this, there's something about narrowing it to a 2-score game at half that makes it feel like much less of an obstacle. Got his man complete over the middle. It's Jacobs. Now this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down.
Brings up 2nd and 1.
Just about every quarterback is trained to really look downfield first before you come back and make a nice, safe throw. And in this case, that's exactly what he did. Found his running back, let him create some space, and it turned out to be a nice play for the offense.
Now a
Taking the
timeout.
3-point.
7 seconds left in the first half.
But don't do it.
So even though it's first down, here's the field goal unit on now to try to get 3 before halftime. This will be a 34-yard attempt. The kick by Carlson is good, and that'll get the deficit down to 15.
Chargers 28, Raiders 13.
Well, not the best first half facing this deficit, but at least they did put 3 on the board before half.
Yeah, it's a little bit like that stormy, cloudy day, and the sun peeks through just for a second. They saw the sun there. They're hoping to see a little bit more of it in the second half.
Oh!
The lane opens here. He's past the 30.
Receiving team.
Of course, they have the option, and they choose to not take the penalty.
They like the results of the play that they just ran, and they'd like to let them stand.
All right, Brandon, thanks very much. Man, where has the season gone? We're into week 15 now. So let's give everybody a look at what's coming up here on what should be a very interesting weekend of football. Some great games still to come, and I think we highlighted one of the better ones right there as they get set to match up with the Buffalo Bills. Then more good stuff to follow later in the afternoon. One good one being under the dome in New Orleans, where it'll be the Saints taking on the Kansas City Chiefs. And lastly, on Sunday Night Football, this will be one to tune in for, as they've got a good one lined up between the San Francisco 49ers and the Dallas Cowboys. Meanwhile, in our game, it's been a back-and-forth first half. Who can put it together in the second half? For the answer, we turn it back over to our broadcast team of Brandon Gaudin and Charles Davis.
All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. So the Chargers will start the second half with the lead and the football as we're underway in the third quarter. And able to get this across the 20, but not much further as he's dropped it to 23-yard line.
23-yard line.
Out comes the Chargers as they'll go on offense now to start this third quarter. They built a good first half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
Yeah, things were pretty stacked up there in the middle of the line. A lot of bodies, not much space. I think ultimately he was fortunate to get anything out of that run.
On 2nd down, here's Herbert. Oh, there's that man again. It's complete. And he's going to be brought down by the face mask. Here come the flags. This is going to get him a first down. So they'll take the yardage and tackle him 15 more for the face mask.
Talk about a play that absolutely costs you in the end. Just trying to do your job, right? Trying to get him on the ground. Next thing you know, they're marching off another 15 against your squad.
So the penalty yards marched off on the face mask. Here's 1st and 10. They toss it out right to Kelly. They'll get 3 up to midfield.
On the carry.
The way things have gone in this one, the running game's been something of an afterthought, and that's not been too bad for them, has it?
Yeah, the offensive returns have been good, but I guess we figured he in the ground game would be a bit more involved. From the 50, here's Herbert. And he's going to find that man yet again, Keenan Allen. And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or two shy of the 30. Certainly worth noting he's now 1 catch away from 600. He's at 599 in his career. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Here's Coleman. And only able to get 2 here, stopped at the 30.
Oh, that's a real nice job there by the defensive front. They just engaged and held their ground. But how about the guy who made the play? We often talk about whether they take a good first step or not. Many times you just don't take any step. Just get your feet moving, get your body going, and then once he made the read, he was able to make the play.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. Here's Herbert. And this complete to Henry Alden.
Gotta be.
And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag
come
on the
on,
field.
guys.
So that one a hold right guard.
And you understand why offensive and defensive linemen probably go to martial arts schools and work on their hands so often, because that could be the make or break difference on a play. This time he had to grab a jersey in order to make the play happen. Got caught for the penalty.
Temporarily out of field goal range now as they come up on a 2nd and long after the holding call. Play action. It's Herbert. He's got his man on the crossing route. And he'll be a couple yards shy of the red zone here at the 22-yard line. A good pickup there, 18 yards as they get closer for third down.
I know many people like to throw to the tight end, maybe in a little flexed out position because he creates mismatches with his size. But slot receivers do the same thing with their quickness, their speed, and their route running savvy.
On third down, this is Jackson. He'll have a first down inside the 10. And he's all the way down to the 6-yard line. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a first and goal.
Brandon, what were they thinking on defense there? They looked like they were playing for the pass. That was third and short. Yeah, it was an easy pickup because they handed it to him. That was way too easy.
Just looked like absolute confusion defensively. Not sure why they were in that set.
Yeah, I'd say you ought to have a few men in the box there.
Two big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's first and goal. And he goes backwards on this one, losing yardage to the 7. A loss of 2 there, second down.
When a draw works, it can be a thing of beauty, but when it doesn't, oh, it can be ugly. And in this case, loss of yardage ugly.
Now from the 7, here's second and goal. From the shotgun, here's Herbert. That's caught.
Good job. Good job.
Charger touchdown. Hunter Henry, his first touchdown on the year. The Chargers, they're able to widen their lead.
So whatever happened to rookie quarterbacks taking time to adjust to life in the NFL? Because this guy looks like he's been doing it for about, what, 7 years? 4 touchdown passes? That's not something rookies are supposed to be doing with the ease in which he's doing it.
And he's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead. So that drive takes him down the field in 8 plays. And it ends with the Chargers getting into the end zone.
Mike Badgley to kick off for the Chargers.
Following the touchdown, Badgley out there to kick it away. Fielded near the back of the end zone. And no effort to bring this one out. It's a touchback.
At their own 25-yard line.
So here comes the Raiders offense getting ready for their first possession of the second half. And their halftime hole now even deeper, and they need a big drive here just to answer the first touchdown of the second half scored against them.
They were down at the half. Now, as you mentioned, they're down a little bit bigger, but no time for discouragement. Just got to get back to it, right? Put your shoulder against the boulder and start pushing and try and get back to where you were to start the half.
And now a throw here secured by his running back out of the backfield. And he's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32. They'll operate from the 32-yard line here, second and 3. Carr with a play fake to Jacobs. It's caught on the right side, Williams. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield.
Well, we talk all the time about playing situational football. Right now, I think the scoreboard is dictating what they need to do. Where they are in this game, they've got to push the ball downfield, take their shots, try and get big chunks of yardage in a short amount of time. That was a nice play there.
So from Charger territory now, here's a first and 10 at the 49-yard line. Here's Jacobs. And down to the 44, 5 yards that time.
That's a really nice, tough run inside, and they gained 5 yards on it. And to be frank about it, most offenses don't expect to get 5 yards on a play call like that. So when they do, they go back to their huddle with a little pep in their steps. They're starting to think that they're starting to dominate the scrimmage.
And he's brought to the ground with another first down at the Chargers' 28.
Well, that certainly has to feel good. It's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice first down. Drive keeps moving.
Oh my God, yeah.
On 1st and 10, here's Carr. And Waller taking it in over the middle. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. Back-to-back nice plays, 12 yards that time and a first down.
The 16-yard line.
Into the red zone, it's Carr. And his throw is incomplete. Darren Waller, the intended receiver, and it's 2nd down.
Not only did he have a chance to scan the field there, it felt like he had a chance to scan it twice. The protection was that good. Unfortunately for him, the coverage downfield, equally good.
Carr will try it again on 2nd down. And he's got it. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Raider touchdown. Nelson Aguilar, his 6th touchdown of the season. And the Raiders get a score closer. Well, you know, you can't get all the points back at once, but baby steps, a good start.
A start that was sorely needed because this team looked like they might be out of this one, but getting a touchdown, getting back into it, gives them hope as they move forward.
So now Carr, he'll lead the Raiders up to go for 2. Carr to throw again. That's caught at the 3. And he will get into the end zone to shave 2 more points off the deficit. So they elect to pass there on the 2-point try. Sometimes could prove risky there. It worked out.
Yeah, and I love how you bring up that it can prove risky because if you get it intercepted and they return it, that's 2 points for the defense, but not on that play.
Following the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Carlson. Fielded just outside the goal line. And the tackle going to be made right there at the 25-yard line.
At their own 25-yard line.
Getting set to go again here on offense, Keenan Allen marches back onto the field. Now, this defense, they wouldn't mind not seeing him again for a while. 3 trips to the end zone. How about that?
I think right now they would happily go to their general manager and say, is there any way you could get a trade for him? Bring him over to our team so we don't have to cover him anymore? Because he is really having a heck of a ball game, isn't he?
Boy, he is. I don't know when a mid-game trade's going to happen, but good thought. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
Well, sometimes you just have to give credit to the defense. Great job there at the point of attack, holding up. They won their battles at the line of scrimmage, left him no space to try and run. A really nice job swarming to the ball carrier.
And he takes this for 3 to the 29.
Nick Kwiatkowski.
Let's give a lot of credit to the offensive line. They've been able to move the ball really well on the ground the entire game. And while that wasn't a huge one, that's okay. They'll take them in short, steady bursts.
And the Raiders call on a nickel set here for 3rd down. A shotgun snap for Herbert. Eluding the pressure right.
All of a sudden he's speed up and get that roll.
Second-year man Max Crosby, the one who brought him down. And on that one, the protection just broke down.
You've got to have that leverage, don't you? We always talk about low man wins in the running game for an offensive lineman versus a defensive lineman. It's essentially the same thing in pass protection. Get lower than that defensive lineman so that you can keep your balance and keep him away from your guy trying to throw the football.
This is like the last thing I had wide open on the place. This one won't take no chances. I seen Keenan turn around right there, but I could have threw it right there. And I had this guy over here. I didn't see him, but...
Here's Lachlan Edwards now. And the way this offense has moved the ball, he hasn't been needed till here in the 3rd. They only punted twice in the win last week as he gets this one away. A 40-yard punt, 1 yard on the return, and the Raiders will take over now 1st and 10. Time again to see Josh Jacobs and this Vegas offense operate. He's had a good performance, moved the ball effectively on the ground. Of course, he has the 1 touchdown.
And when you're able to move it as effectively as you've described, that leads to finding a way into the end zone, and now he's just trying to do it for a second time. And, of course, with that comes additional yardage. Yeah, looking for additional yardage, and again, that second score here in the 3rd quarter. Carr now on 1st down. Got his man. That's 2. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. Nice way to start the drive. A gain of 12 and a 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 48-yard line.
Carr defers to Jacobs on the draw. The football comes out.
Good job. Good shit, baby. Good shit.
And the possession is theirs at their own 3-yard line. He has been a workhorse for them in this game. Ball security hasn't been an issue until that point. Yeah, and let's face it, when he's going to carry the ball that many times, he becomes more and more of a target for the defense, knowing that he's going to be the primary guy. They'll just send more and more players towards him, trying to make sure they knock the ball free.
He's doing the thing, huh?
The Charger drive about to get going. This is sort of what you would call a put-away drive, isn't it? They score here, especially a touchdown. It's almost out of reach. It certainly feels that way, and I think that they're going to call their plays accordingly, because what you really want to do, even though you know the scoreboard is still up there and the game's going to go on, you can take the spirit away from another team. That their drive and will to come back and win can be taken with another score right here.
Everybody in the rock.
Quarter, but you just get that feel. Yeah, they're teetering right there on the brink, aren't they? Give him 3 on the run there. Now they're looking at a 3rd and about 5. Well, praise has to go to the guys on the offensive line, because they've had a very nice, productive day running the football. How about that poor defensive line? They've been knocked around the entire game, and while they slowed them down on that run, can they continue to do so? Because they haven't had much success throughout this ball game. From the gun, Herbert on 3rd down. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And he is going to have the Chargers 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
1st down.
This has to go down as one of the simpler routes in the playbook, but oh so effective. Nice completion there. Keeps the sticks moving. They'll run with Coleman on 1st down. And here he'll be brought down a little shy of the 35 at the 36. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4. Well, I think after that run, the defense is getting back in the huddle and looking at each other and maybe starting to question their confidence a bit. They gave up a significant run, 6 yards, and now you're saying to yourself, how do we stop them, and do I have enough confidence to make a play? 1 quarter remains here in this Thursday night matchup. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Six yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4. Now Herbert gives this one to Kelly. And he's going to be close to a 1st down as he gets this to the Raiders' 31. At 5 yards on the play there, the drive will continue. Charles, you said earlier this defense is probably going to need to hold these guys right around 20 or under that if they were going to have a chance. It was evident pretty early on that wasn't going to happen. Yeah, they left 20 behind a long time ago in this game, didn't they? It looks like they're headed towards a big, big number. But 20 was the threshold because that kept them in the ball game and kept the pressure off of their own offense.
2nd and 7.
If nothing else, they've already taken a couple minutes off the clock here already as they come up 2nd down. On the carry is Kelly. And he's going to be close to a 1st down as he gets this to the Raiders' 21. That will go as a pickup of 7 on the 7th play of the drive. The Chargers on 3rd down. They've been very good, 5 for 7 thus far. They're looking at 3rd in the nose of the football. He's got the first down inside the 10. And down to the 7-yard line. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
I think we're seeing the effect that runs like that are starting to have on this game. They're a little bit slower, that front seven, reacting to the football, almost like body blows in boxing, slowing them down, and they're really starting to take over in this game.
A good chance now to put this game on ice. This is 1st and goal. 1st and goal, Kelly. And he'll be stopped just outside the 5 at the 6. It's a gain of a yard, and it'll set up 2nd and goal.
They're in a pretty good spot right now with a convincing lead. I think this is where they put on the boxing gloves, start to try and pound them into submission.
And the offensive line, they've controlled this game. I don't see why that trend would change now. On 2nd down, it's Coleman. And he was able to shed 1 tackle, but could not get away from there. Calling a gain of a yard as they get a little bit closer here. It's 3rd and goal. Not a whole lot there. The defense was ready, it looked, for that run-pass option.
You get the sense that next time he has that opportunity, he may keep it himself and get to the perimeter. Probably owes his back a little bit.
A lot of tired bodies on that field, but this is a big play, 3rd and goal. They will run again with Coleman. And flags come in as he gets forward for about 3 yards. Now let's check on the call. So a decision to make there. They decline the penalty as they'd rather force the 4th down. This defense bending but not breaking. It's a gain of 3. It's now 4th and goal. Badgley able to punch this one through. And that will extend their lead even further.
Raiders 21.
All right, team. So good job, baby. Good job.
So with that, you figure this game's pretty much out of reach at this point.
Yeah, it's going to take a heck of a comeback to come from 3 scores down, but don't change that channel. Don't go away. Miracles can happen, and you want to be here in case it does.
You're a company man.
Now, aren't I, though?
At their own 25-yard line.
And here now the offense heading back out there. And the complexion of this one has really changed a fair amount. That last field goal makes it a 3-score game, so they need points in a hurry with time dwindling in the 4th quarter. Carr and the Raiders come up 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. Out of the gun, he'll throw. They'll find Williams on the slant. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. Solid way to start the drive. 13 yards, picking up the 1st.
1st and 10 at the 38-yard line.
Carr now on 1st down. It's complete, left side.
Man, they really doubling these guys, man.
He's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45. That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves him with a very manageable 2nd and 1. Carr throwing on target to Aguilar. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 41-yard line.
Again, it's Carr. And that throw intercepted. It's Chris Harris, the throw.
Good job.
And the return comes
Good job,
right at the 44-yard line. Both defenses have had their struggles, but they've been good enough to get them this lead, and another nice play there to help preserve the lead.
It's been a game of punch-counter-punch, hasn't it? All throughout. But this time, the big swing was taken, and it didn't land. Nice play by them on defense.
The Charger drive about to get going. And after the interception, they are sitting in an even better spot with the ball and a comfortable 4th quarter lead. 5 yards is the tally on 1st down. That brings up 2nd and 5. And I'm guessing you'd say this is kind of the key here. Grind out some yardage, work on that clock, see if you can continue to tick it down.
Definitely, you want to bleed things out at this point, right? Continue to possess the football, gain some yardage, and put the onus on the defense Do they have to use timeouts? What are they going to do to stop you? You're taking charge.
And after getting tackled, he's still down and looking very slow to get up. We'll take a break and get a report from Vegas after this. Chargers on third down. 6 conversions and 9 tries. They've done a great job of picking these up. This will be 3rd and 5. This is caught by Jackson. And he is going to have the Chargers first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Last play they got stuffed at the line. Different story here. Over 20 yards. They have the nice cushion. They just want to pour it on right now. Still throwing the football.
And I know my background says, why do you need to do this? Just go ahead and run out the clock and get a win. But as many people pointed out to me, it's a video game, man. Go ahead and put the numbers up. Sportsmanship, not an issue.
Exercise those fingers. So here's a 1st and 10 now in Raider territory at the 30-yard line. This is Coleman. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage.
Taken down right.
Calling no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down. Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again 2nd and 10. They'll try a little trickery here on the end around. I don't think anyone in the building fooled right there, as that one is going to blow up in their faces. Call it a loss of 6 on the play. And they're going to face an uphill battle here on 3rd and long.
I like the idea to mix it up from time to time because, let's face it, you can't be predictable. But the execution was a little lacking on this one, right? They might want to go back to the drawing board with that call.
Chargers on 3rd down. They've been really good, converting 7 of their 10 tries. This will be 3rd and 15. The throw to the left side, caught by Coleman. And the play goes nowhere. Losing yardage back near the 40 at the 39.
That's a nice clip and save sequence there defensively because they did everything as they would have wanted to. They forced a 3rd down, blanketed the field with coverage, nowhere to go with the football, forced a dump off to the back, and even then they closed quickly and they did it well in that last sequence.
A 56-yard attempt.
And his kick is good. He got every bit of that one as it's good from 56 yards out.
Raiders 21.
So it's 3 more points, and that widens this thing out even further here in the 4th.
And you know in this league, you can never have enough points, but this widens it out, as you said, and now it's all about ball control, isn't it?
Fielded near the back of the end zone, and this will not be brought out. It's a touchback.
At their own 25-yard line.
And now back out comes the offense. And in enemy territory last time through the interception. We'll see what they do on this drive.
Can't wait to see how it alters what they decide to do in play calling. Do they continue to throw the ball? Do they want to lean more on the running game? It'll be an interesting sequence of plays that they've got coming up.
Does it often affect the play calling with the interception? How much does that change what you do?
I think it does depending on why the interception was thrown. Sometimes it's just a matter of the defense made a great play, so you continue to come back. But if it's on you, if the offense just doesn't have the confidence, if they're a little bit shaky, maybe try and take the pressure off and run the ball a little bit.
Decent start to the drive, but let's face it, they need a lot of things to go right in a short amount of time, down 3 scores.
Yeah, they're going to run their 2-minute offense here in this game, but this is for future games. Can they get better and be ready for the next time, hopefully with a chance to win?
Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Carr looking again for Waller, and he's got him again. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a 1st down. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So it's Raider football as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. On first down, Carr. And is caught by the rookie from Bama. It's Henry Ruggs. A good pickup there.
Nobody over there.
22. Clock management definitely critical here.
Cover two's not back. Nobody got back.
Absolutely agreed. They have to up the tempo in this case, down a couple of scores. Want to make sure they have a chance to win this ball game.
Nobody playing in the cover two over there. Oh, shit, man. Fucking game.
Throwing on first down is Carr. The open man here to run from. And look at this. Big gain, but a fumble. And picked up by the Chargers. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
All right, you've had to put up with me in this booth. I'm going to try and be simple this time and succinct. It simply has not been their night.
No, I think that fumble's kind of indicative of how this whole evening's gone, isn't it?
Without a doubt. I mean, they've tried, but nothing has ever really taken throughout the game. That's why they're down so big.
The Charger drive about to get going. And it would seem as if their three-game winning streak is about to go to 4, but still a little work to do as they start 1st and 10. Give him a couple on the carry there, 2nd and 8.
That's it. That's what you want. Straight ahead positive gain. Just keep that clock ticking.
It's
2nd and 8 coming from the 19. They stay on the ground. Again, it's Coleman. And he'll be taken down at the 20 after a gain of just 1.
They know that old expression, it's not my night. It hasn't been his so far. I don't know if the legs are a little bit heavy. Sometimes having to hang out all day and play doesn't exactly play to your advantage, but it's been a tough go for him.
And every time he looks up, somebody's there defensively. That was the same case on that play.
a gain of 3 yards.
Here's Lachlan Edwards now as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time.
Good job, T. Good job.
Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Boy, were they clicking on offense.
They can't help but feel great about themselves, can they? I mean, what a game to put up that number of points, continually feeling like they're moving the ball and things are working and clicking. They think that they can bottle this and carry it with them.
And as an offensive coordinator, you just don't think you can do anything wrong. Whatever you call, run, pass, it's all going to work.
That's called being in the zone.
So for the Chargers, it's a 10th win of the year now as they move to 10-4. And now they'll get the weekend off as they get a little extra time to prepare to face the Denver Broncos. Meanwhile, for Las Vegas, they fall to 8-6 with the loss. And they will be at home next week to take on the Miami Dolphins.
I didn't do too bad. I'm just gonna be honest. Getting those, you gotta go. So keep paying 36 points anyway. Still, 330.
I don't be with me so basic. Boy, you the op and your bros hating. All of them fake, I see both faces. Skin of the whip is a ghost racing. I knock them down to their cold cases. Marathon run, I'ma slow pace it. They did not want me to go places. Foil plans like the go place. And if we pulling up with the whole squad, are you ready? Done told y'all that you better be running. I'm in my girl yard when I'm walking, I know y'all telling me nothing. I'm the man. Y'all in denial. I get the chip on them and I bust out the side. Is that big of a dial? Boy, yo, stop it, quiet. If it's snow, I done got it. See my jewels, shining, shining. White diamonds, Miley Cyrus. Private jet, private pilot. Look at me, stylish, stylish. Masterpiece, body, body. I don't know no better. I'm on this every day. You can remove me, boy, I'm everywhere. Baby, I know what's coming, I could barely wait. And when it was on, they wanted me gone, boy, I'm here to stay. Stop calling me little bro, I got bands up in my pocket. I don't want pause to get wild nonsense. We got momentum, don't try to stop it. Diamonds are clearer than my conscience. I don't let bygones be bygones. That's when I'm honest. Penthouse built to reach heaven's heights. Now that's what you call a God complex. Remember the days I was down low when it was out cold, but I went out and got it. Look at my milestones, man, it feel like the Dow Jones when you look at my pocket. Look at the flex. Whipping the test. I'm a mess, but it's all a finesse. Boy, you stop it, quiet. If it's new, I done got it. See my jewels, shining, white diamonds, Miley Cyrus, private jet, private pilot. Look at me, stylish, masterpiece, body, young. Hey, I don't know no better, I'm on this every day. You cannot run with me, boy, I'm a heavyweight. Baby, I know what's coming, I could barely wait. And when it was on, they wanted me gone, boy, I'm here to stay. Stop calling me low, bro, I got mileage on me. Walked in with the whole team and we riding on it. More action and no talk, I went quiet on it. Walked in with the whole team and we riding on it.
Yeah, I use a dub, I'ma win, I won't lose with this. Yeah, I'ma act a fool with this. Yeah, I'ma act a fool with this. Yeah, I'ma act a fool with this. I turn the knob, camera assist, I'm incredible. Yeah, came for the dollars, call it vegetable. Then I did the dash, can I catch me, bro? Ooh, then I did the dash, can I catch me, whoa? Your whole team is no competition. Boy, I did it by myself, it's a solo mission. Running up the charts, I'm a fool, dog. Turn the whole field to a schoolyard. But the students ain't eating round here. I'm the GOAT, little man, and I made it loud and clear. Put the gas on them like I'm with the Cavalier. Show no love, got the confidence, no fear. I use a dub, I'ma win, I won't lose with this. Yeah, I'ma act a fool with this. Yeah, I'ma act a fool with this. Yeah, I'ma act a fool with this. Okay, yeah, can I hit that? Okay, yeah, can I hit that? Cause I ain't like it. Okay, yeah, can I hit that? Okay, yeah, can I hit that? Yeah, Stars born, I've been ready for this. Since like 9-5, I've been eager for this. Talent on the rise, I'm consistent with this. Trophy is the prize, ain't no gimmicks with this. Okay, now what's left on them? Told you I'ma flex on them. I did it all subtle, ooh, and then I hit that exit on them. Gotta blame my faith, cause these odds ain't got nothing on them. I secured the safe for the cradle, I ain't dropping nothing, ooh. Only winning is exception, ain't no tricks. Ain't no dub, ain't